Hey everyone, and welcome. So if you're in India and just starting your career, or maybe looking for that next great move in the world of data, then you are in exactly the right place. Today we're going to do a deep dive into a really specific opening, the data researcher analyst role at S&P Global. Let's get right into it.
So here's our plan for this explainer. We'll kick things off with the big picture at S&P Global, then we'll break down what the role is all about. After that, we'll help you figure out if you're the right fit, look at the day-to-day stuff, and wrap up with a super clear step-by-step guide on how to apply.
All right, let's start at the beginning. First up, let's get that high-level view of the company and all the key details you need to know about this role.
Okay, let's break down the facts here. The company is, of course, S&P Global, and the role is for a data researcher analyst based in Gurgaon. Now look at the batches they're targeting, 2022 all the way up to 2025. That's a huge window. And maybe the most important part, they need 0 to 2 years of experience, which means freshers are absolutely welcome. This is a fantastic foot-in-the-door opportunity.
So now that we've got the basics covered, let's dig a little deeper. What does a data researcher analyst actually do all day? This next part gets right to the heart of the job.
The whole job really centers around something called the public ownership dataset. Now, what does that mean in plain English? It means you'll be the one making sure that the data about who owns shares in big public companies is spot-on accurate. It's a super important job because this is the information that helps power global markets.
And this really shows you that this is so much more than just a data entry job. You see that first point? Drive the quality? You're not just maintaining data, you're actively making it better. You'll be part of projects to improve how things are done, you'll work with teams all over the world, and you'll build a really deep knowledge of investment data. Honestly, you should think of this role as a launchpad for a great career in this space.
All right, here comes the big question. Are you the person they're looking for? Let's take a look at the exact skills and qualifications that S&P Global is hoping to find.
So if you're polishing up your resume, these are the points you really want to highlight. A degree in finance or business is a plus. They're definitely looking for someone with an analytical brain who's good with logic. Your skills in Excel and SQL are also pretty important. And of course, you've got to be a good communicator who can solve problems. They don't just want someone who points out issues. They want someone who's already thinking about the solution.
So, how do you really stand out from the crowd? Well, this is how. Showing that you can work independently is a huge plus. And don't get thrown off by fancy terms like Six Sigma or Lean. All that really means is you know about frameworks for making things more efficient and cutting down on mistakes. If you have any experience with that, it's a massive bonus. Basically, they want people who can not only do the job, but also find smarter ways of doing it.
Now let's get into the nitty-gritty. What would your job actually look like on a day-to-day basis? We can break it down into 4 main areas that are all connected.
First up is quality assurance. This is the proactive part of your job, where you stop problems before they can even start. You'll be setting the quality standards and doing regular checks to make sure all the data is perfect right from the get-go. Think of yourself as a guardian of good data. Next, we move from prevention to reaction. This is quality control. Here you'll be looking at data samples to spot any errors or defects, and then it's your job to figure out how to fix them. If quality assurance is about preventing fires, quality control is about putting them out fast. This is where the job gets really strategic, and where those Lean or Six Sigma skills we talked about come in handy. You're not just going to be a cog in the machine. You're expected to help make the machine better. You'll be on the lookout for ways to improve things and work with other teams to make the whole system faster and more accurate.
And finally, collaboration. You're not working in a bubble here. You're part of a big global team. This means keeping good records and communicating clearly with everyone in your department, what they call the ownership vertical, to solve any problems that pop up. Teamwork is absolutely key.
Okay, so you're interested. You've got the skills and you understand the role. Now for the most important part. How do you actually apply for this thing? Let's walk through it together, step by step.
The process is really straightforward, I promise. First, you'll find that Apply Here button on the job post and give it a click. That'll take you straight to S&P Global's official career page, where you'll hit Apply Online. If it's your first time, you'll need to create a quick account. Once that's done, just log in, fill out the form, upload your resume, and this is the most important part. Please double-check everything before you hit that Submit button.
And just to give you a feel for the company's vibe, check out this quote from them. They talk about a spirit of discovery and partnership. This ties right back into the role, right? It's all about discovering better ways to do things and collaborating with your team. It really shows they're looking for people who are curious and love to work together.
So at the end of the day, what we've looked at here isn't just another job. It's a real chance to start a meaningful career. It's an opportunity to build an amazing foundation in data and finance with one of the biggest names in the game. So I guess the only question left is, are you ready to launch your career?